going the other way with it.
The fadeaway, and it's good. Harden's got 5 points so far. In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Drains it from 17 feet out. He has 7.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
And here is Conley. To the paint, and they get it. And there's Tayshaun Prince on the assist by Conley.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 9 points for James Harden.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Mike Conley, a lightning-quick lefty, has never been an all-star, but certainly in the conversation as a two-way player who's been a cornerstone for the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for Conley, drafted 4th overall after 1 season at Ohio State. He's gotten better and better, Clark, with each passing season in the NBA.
And that's testament to his work ethic and his approach to getting better. Last season was his best yet, up to scoring while maintaining his efficiency, and I think he continues to have much better basketball ahead of him.
Here is Conley. James Harden picking up that last basket. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Rockets on the break.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible. Wow. Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
You could be headed for blowout city.
Conley, the pass to Carter. To the right side. Randolph in the posts.
This is why you need size inside. The ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of these second chance opportunities out there in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Howard is out there with Jeff Adrian. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Jones. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Gasol setting the pick for Lee. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. Howard with the steal. Harden right side. Jones in the post. Defended by Gasol. Harden tries again. And he sinks the layup. Harden's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Rockets.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 13.
You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
Now here is Howard. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
Terrence Jones is part of the 2012 championship team at Kentucky with Anthony Davis. And in year 2 with the Rockets, stepping into the starting role at power forward.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Allen. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up.
And Jones able to play on the perimeter a bit to create space for Dwight Howard inside. A former point guard in his younger days. He's a good ball handler, but his passing and shooting still a work in progress. I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Here's Calathes. Ariza covering. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Calathes kicks to Gasol. Misses from close range. The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. Howard with a clean look. Another miss by Howard.
That's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation.
And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 30. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
What a performance from Harden here. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
The Grizzlies last season acquiring Courtney Lee in a trade with the Celtics.
You know, they were in a bit of a catch-22 type situation. They had athletic wing defenders and long-range shooters, but they didn't have a lot of players who could do both. So they got Courtney Lee, and he's played big minutes for him because he can do both.
Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Doubled by Howard. Conley dishes to Gasol. Howard with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. The finish. Now that's going to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
.106 left to play here in the third.
And Courtney Lee acquired in exchange for Jared Bayless. He started as mostly a corner three-point shooter, but he's expanded his range and now can shoot from pretty much anywhere along the arc. That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Houston leading by 14. And some nice passing there by Houston. Howard misses. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Conley into the lane. Prince's shot is good.
And you talk about Courtney Lee shooting. Come on now. Excellent numbers last season from the field, the arc, and the free throw line. Arguably his best season yet overall.
Howard, that's good.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Gasol. Gasol is done. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Kuvis checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Adams in for Courtney Lee.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Out to the right wing. Howard drives in. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Houston again with the bucket.
They don't need much of anything else the way he's scoring the ball out there.
He gets it up.
No luck.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Johnson. Jones is out there with Jeff Adrian. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. Conley with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Tony Allen's checked in for Adams. Randolph draws the double. Outside Conley. Here's Kufis. And Jones pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit. Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for Houston.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Howard. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team. Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Prince comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Nick Calathes in for Mike Conley.
Nick Calathes, former two-time Mr. Basketball for the state of Florida. A star at the University of Florida, was drafted back in 2009. He played 3 seasons in Greece, 1 in Russia, before finally making it to the NBA last season.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
And the Grizzlies trading for his rights. They knew what they were getting in Calathes.
Yeah, proven guard in Europe. A young guy, great playmaker. He can rebound, defend, and I thought he provided Memphis with a really solid option at that backup point guard spot last year.
29 seconds left in the fourth.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Nick Calathes.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Houston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And it's Terrence Jones with the finish. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one. You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Here's Beverly. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Dwight, the team seemed to surge in the second half with a renewed life. What did you tell the guys during halftime?
I just told our guys we got to finish the game. You know, they're a good team, but we don't want to let them get close. So we did a good job of playing our game tonight, you know, and not wrestling. You got to go win.
Dwight, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and